Hey guys, today is my 7-week update. Today I am 7 weeks and 2 days. 7 weeks and 2 days. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about the past week or so. Symptoms have kind of been similar to what I talked about last week. I've been feeling a little bit of the morning sickness, a little bit more than the week before. And it's like the weirdest thing ever because it's like, I feel like I'm starving all the time. But when I'm like to that point where I like really need to eat, I feel so sick that I don't want to eat anything. So it's like this terrible cycle where it's like, I want to eat so bad, but everything sounds gross and I feel like crap because I don't eat. And yet when I feel like crap, I don't want to eat. So it's just like absolutely terrible. It sucks. I haven't gotten sick. I know there's a lot of ladies out there who have like really bad morning sickness. I mean like all day long, just terrible stuff. And I haven't been that way. I know I should count myself fortunate, but it still sucks. It still is just crappy. I just feel crappy so much. I feel crappy in the morning until I eat breakfast, which I get to work at like 7. I don't usually eat until 8. So I've got like 2 hours or so that I've been up and haven't eaten, and I feel like crap like right before it's time to eat at 8 o'clock. And then in the afternoon around 2 or 3 or 4-ish, I start to feel like crappy again. And I know it's related to not eating, like not like having a little meal all the time. And I try to keep up on that. I try to eat like little things like every once in a while, like snacking, like not like snacking on like crap, but snacking on like celery sticks or carrots or like other little grapes, like fruit and stuff like that. That's just like something to kind of fill you up a little bit, but nothing too crazy. So I try to keep up on that, but honestly, I just feel crappy so much. It's not even funny. So I have felt bloated since we found out pretty much, but this past week I've felt like really bloated. Like I thought I was getting a baby bump already. I'm like just looking like I've got fat going on in my belly. I look like I've got a bump already, just a little tiny baby bump. And I know it's not baby because I'm only 7 weeks. Your uterus doesn't even start to grow out of your pelvis area until around 12 weeks. And still, even still, like people who have like ladies who are first time pregnant tend to not even show for a little bit longer after that. I know everybody's different, but I know that it's just bloat right now. It's not actually a baby. So just kind of trying to keep that in mind. Even I'm just like, I just feel so fat. I feel so uncomfortable. I just feel, it's just like you're in that awkward stage. Like clothing is like a big deal to me right now because I don't want to buy stuff that's like just a size too big, not knowing how long, you know, what if my bump does come at 12 weeks and I'm only wearing it for like a month, you know? So should I just stick it out and hope that the clothes that I'm wearing right now are gonna last for a while? But they're so uncomfortable, just like that. It's like right at that stage where it's like, I need to buy bigger pants, but can I deal with it? That's kind of where I'm at. So my sister Ryan has been going to like stores and stuff. Like she's like, I was at Target and they had a bunch of maternity stuff on clearance. And then I was at Old Navy and they had a bunch of maternity stuff on clearance. And it's like, I just don't know what to do. I've bought a couple things like dresses and stuff just because they were really cheap at Target, but I just don't know what to do. I don't know if that's the correct thing to be doing right now. I don't know how much weight I'm gonna gain. I don't know how big my belly's gonna be. You know, I don't know how warm next spring is gonna be. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of, it's all very new, of course, and it's kind of, I don't know, I guess that's just the way to put it. It's all very new, and I just don't know what I'm doing quite yet. Oh, they say that you pee a lot more because you have more blood and like your kidneys are like filtering out all this crap out of your blood more quickly, so you have to pee more. Not like when you have to pee more when you've actually got a bump and the baby's like sitting on your bladder, but just now you're like, just your body's like getting used to filtering all of this new blood that you have. And that's definitely set in this week. I usually pee a lot because I drink a lot. I drink like at least 3 or 4 of these big tall water bottles of water every day at work. And I would normally pee like every other hour or so just because I drink so much water, but now it's like I have to pee like every single hour or else I feel like I'm gonna explode. It's kind of funny, but I mean, it's like terrible too because the guys at work are like, you're not even like that pregnant. Just imagine when you're like got a big old belly and like you're gonna pee like every half hour. And I'm like, probably, man, but I gotta drink the water. I gotta stay healthy. It's good for baby to drink all this water. So trying to kind of make a balance of it and not drink way too much, but also like it's pretty much the same amount of water that I was drinking before. So what am I really supposed to do? I'm not going to cut back on my water now that I'm pregnant. I got to keep drinking the same amount that I was before, and yet I can't go pee like every half hour. That would just be crazy, but we'll see how it goes in the future. So we got to have our first ultrasound on Thursday, which was 6 weeks and 6 days. And that was very, very cool. Justin, my husband, came with me, and it was very cool seeing Justin's reaction actually. Like when it was up on the screen, I looked over to Justin, like I saw it and I was like, and then I looked over to Justin and his eyes were just glowing. He was like, it was like the most happiest like look on his face. It was just precious seeing him so excited about it. But they said the heartbeat was like 120, I want to say she said 121, but she said 120 something. I want to say it was 121, but I know she said 120 something, which is on the low end, but it's still good to go. It was, tiny baby is 0.97 centimeters. It's not even a centimeter big. So it's a teeny tiny little thing. She brought up the measurements on it. She said it measured at exactly 7 weeks, which is 1 day ahead of what, according to my period, baby is. But I was talking to the doctor and the doctor said, we'll just keep your original due date of June 17th, not the 16th, just because they're so similar anyway. I'm sure at the next ultrasound, they'll date it again and see where exactly it is. I mean, to me, 1 day off doesn't sound like a big deal, but maybe it is in the medical community. But just like so early on right now, I just kind of feel like the machine says 7 days, but or 7 weeks, and we're at 6 weeks, 6 days. Like, that doesn't seem like a big deal if you ask me, but maybe it is. The doctor said everything was going good. She looked at the pictures from the ultrasound and everything, and she was like, I'll see you in 5 weeks. So we go back on the 3rd of December, which is the week after Thanksgiving, and that will be 11 weeks and 6 days. So it'll be right before 12 weeks. I'll probably end up telling everybody right as soon as we get back from that doctor's appointment, as long as everything is good. Maybe like the next day or so, I'll probably tell everybody if that doctor's appointment goes really well. So that's really exciting. I'm very excited to tell like the blog and tell YouTube and finally get these videos up for you guys. For some reason, that's just like, you guys are pretty much the only guys who don't know. And I just feel like even on my Instagram, like all I've been posting lately are like pictures of food and stuff, and I really don't post pictures of my makeup. I'm like, I wonder if people are suspicious. I wonder if this is weird, you know, like pregnant people talk about food and like food's like a big deal right now. What if they think I'm pregnant already? And it's like, I don't know. I've been really absent on my blog lately. You can always check out my blog for written updates, my weekly updates. That's kind of where I get the notes to talk to you guys about every week. I always have an update there on the blog, which by the time you see this, that will all be up there. But I've been really lacking as far as other blog posts, which I've felt really bad about. It has been a struggle to keep up with YouTube. I am like, some weeks I really don't think I'm gonna get up my 2 videos a week that I always do. I always upload on a Wednesday and on a Sunday. And lately I've been kind of like, I don't even know if I can do that, man. And so the blog has kind of fallen behind because I've been blogging, but saving it as drafts that I can't actually put out. So I've been on the blog, working on the blog, but not stuff that you guys can actually see until the future. So it feels like I'm not doing a whole lot on the blog, but in reality, I'm working on it, and I feel like everybody thinks I'm like totally lost and gone and I haven't been on there in forever, so I feel kind of bad about that. I'm glad I've been able to keep up on YouTube though, because that has been a struggle for me in the past when I was in school. Like when it starts ending, like nearing the end of the semester and stuff, I would always end up like really skipping out on YouTube, and I always felt bad about that. So I'm glad that I've at least been able to keep up on that. So I think that's pretty much it for this week's update. I know this one's kind of a little bit shorter than the others, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, check out the blog if you want to see written posts. I kind of ramble and just kind of like a diary for me on the blog. I just talk about random other things that are crossing my mind. Like this past week, I finally like made the realization, like, what if it's a girl? Because up until now, I've been like, it's totally gonna be a boy. Like I've just had this like thought in the back of my mind that it's a boy. But this week it like really hit me, and I'm like, it could totally be a girl, right? Like there's nothing really is like definitive saying that it's gonna be a boy. It could be either way, which I was kind of like, it kind of blew my mind because I was just always thinking of it as being a boy up until now. And then like all of a sudden I'm like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. It could not be a boy, you know? Something like that could happen. And it kind of like made me think, you know, it's like, it's really not in my hands right now. It's already decided, and whatever it is, and that's just how it's gonna be. So that's interesting. I don't know if I told you guys last week, but we decided on some names. I'm probably not gonna tell you guys until we'll probably just do a video all about the names, maybe once we decide, once we figure out what it is and all that good stuff. So we'll talk about the names in another video. Me and Justin have had names picked out in the past, but we've kind of revamped the names a little bit. Our girl names were pretty much always decided for the past year or two or something, but the boy names we had decided, and then I was kind of thinking about it, I was like, I really don't know if I like these names, so we had to redo the boy names. So we've got that all figured out now, and we've got it down to 1 girl name, 1 boy name for Tiny Baby. So that's what I've been calling it on the blog. It's called Tiny Baby, but hopefully we'll be able to have the harmony test done at 12 weeks, and then a couple weeks after that get the results and figure out what baby is. So that's exciting too. So as soon as you guys hear about it, as soon as you guys start seeing these videos, it'll only be a couple weeks before we'll know what it is. So that's really fun. Anyway, like I was saying, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys next time. I love that you guys are here along this journey with me, and I love you guys so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.